Hey guys, what's up? It's Mobi, and I'm here to do a little update video. I want you guys to first off know I haven't forgot about the channel. I know I've been not posting. I promise I'm going to come back. I literally am going to put this video to show you I'm coming back for a bit. I was just so tired, bundled up with work, getting ready for certain things, being excited, and yeah, so a few things to cover. First off, it's my 21st birthday today. I'm 21 years old officially, and in honor of that, I did a shot with my mom, Mother Moddz, and I did a shot of Liquor 43. And you know, I'm not sure if any of you ever heard of the saying, tastes like fire. I get what they mean now. I understand that. I took a shot, and it tasted like vanilla, and then the burn tasted like the smell of hand sanitizer, like you'd get at school. Like, it smelled like and tasted like rubbing alcohol. So it's like, yay, hooray. It's like weird, and it's not even the strongest ones. If that's really what that is as alcohol, I'm concerned if I did something like Jack Daniels. That'd be concerning. Also, for my birthday, I did get a new shirt. It says "Send Nudes," and it's a bowl of noodles, and I've wanted this shirt for so long, and I finally have it, and I'm so happy about it. I love this shirt. Love it very much. It's my favorite shirt. I will be wearing it in some of my videos for certain, because I love this shirt so much. Another thing to cover, so the Far Cry 5 thing, I know it said this summer, the Far Cry 5 ad on my channel, we are moving it to November. Dash has confirmed it will be in November. He's still working on the intro for it and stuff. We got a special thing planned, so he's moving it to November to make things easier for everyone. And in November, he'll have more time to do these things, so it's all going to work out quite nicely. And now it is currently in my time, 1:07 in the morning, which is fine with me because I'm going to stay up anyways. I'm going to have fun, party, do whatever. And so, what else? So, also with everything that's going on, 21 years old, I'm going to be going to a Korean hot pot and barbecue later today, and it's going to be real fun. We're going to go there, and I'm going to finally try a Korean hot pot. I've died and wanted to do that for so long. I've been dying to do that for so long. It'll be another thing I can write off my bucket list, like that images I showed you guys of I got my first bowl of actual genuine ramen noodles. Now I can get a first Korean hot pot. Things are just right off the list. You know, things that just keep checking off my bucket list, things I wanted to do for so long, and it's great. It's really great. My stomach feels really warm after that shot still. It's long-lasting potency. But yeah, that's what's going on right now, and I know I keep looking over here just watching, making sure everything's working on my recording software, because I haven't used it in a while. I want to make sure everything's good. Got a new updated UI, so I'm just making sure everything's sorted and good and of the like and such and whatnot and what have you. And I gotta make sure, is this good? Yeah, it's good. But yeah, no, so this is what I've been doing, just chilling and getting ready for my birthday and going to work and enjoying my work. Luckily for me, this week's work setup was pretty lax. People weren't really mean and stuff. And today's Monday. Originally, I would have work today, but they gave it off for my birthday. They said I could have this one off for my birthday, because I'm not like in debt with the whole taking days off. I don't do that. I take days off when I'm either A, really sick, like puking sick, or B, I am freaking A, puking sick, or B, you know, like if I literally can't show up for some reason or something like that. I've never really taken days off unless absolutely deemed necessary, like had a doctor's note to do so for a good reason. So yeah. So they let me have this one because I never, you know, ask every time. But yeah. Other things. I'm going to bring Fallout 4 back. I'm going to bring Fallout 4 back. I have to reinstall it, but it will come back. I promise. It will. Another thing, to my buddy Smollander, I saw your post, your comments, how that new map is out, and I did record it. I just gotta find time to edit it. This one video I could put out before that, because I'm not really going to edit this aside from a snippet here or there. I like to take videos like the maps you do, right? And since you put so much work into that map, I like to put a lot of work into the editing, or do my best I can to make it look nice and presentable. I wouldn't just let it be plain bare bones, no. I wouldn't do that, so I want to take the time to make it right. It's just quality over quantity for me. That's why you guys may not see me upload as much, because quality over quantity. I don't like making a lot of videos that are shit quality. That's not who I am. I want to make a good video and have good quality. It means I need ideas. So a lot of times when I don't upload, it's not that I haven't recorded something, it's that I'm thinking of ideas of what would be funny here, or what would be funny there, or maybe I've just got something going on in my life. Which I usually let people know, let you guys know on a basis, like, yeah, I'm busy with my life right now, so on and so forth. But yeah, so, that's what's going on there. So I am going to take care of the video. He did get the third map out of TEAR. He got tier out again, third map, so pretty dope. It's actually, I played it, so yeah, it's good. Can't wait to actually put that in the video. That'd be great. And what else? What else? Well, let's see. I haven't actually been able to do Left 4 Dead 2, so unfortunately, I have to say that I believe Left 4 Dead 2, until way further notice, is just done for our channel. Unfortunately, there are still good maps out there, and there's still good stuff, but the problems I'm having with the game is that whenever I use my recording software, whenever I share it on Discord, whenever I do something like that, it will work fine when I'm not doing anything but playing the game. If I record, if I share, the game will crash, and it doesn't make sense, but it just will. And I mean, I verified the integrity of game files, looked up multiple solutions, none of them fixed it. It was just, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. And another thing, I wanted to do Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. I have had the plans to do so, but I also think that might not happen, because every time, without fail, when I record the video, some reason, Frictional Games, older games, mind you, these games came back in like 2013, 2014, so they're old games, I get that, but it shouldn't be effing with my recording quality or software. You know, it shouldn't be effing with that, but somehow it is, because anytime I record one of those videos, it immediately corrupts the file. Without fail. Any other game? Never happened. This corrupted every single time, and I do not know why. And it's annoying, because I play through it, right? A certain section, and then it's not as magical, and you don't get a good enough reaction out of me, because I already seen it. What am I supposed to do, you know? It's like, I already seen this, and it would have been a great reaction to see my first time reaction to this, but no! It had to freaking corrupt. So there's nothing you can really do about that, unfortunately, which sucks. So probably not going to do that. And of course, the worst part was Outlast. You haven't seen me do that in a while, and I know I have to get back to it at some point. But the same thing came out in 2013. I'm noticing it's a pattern with games that come out in 2013. Came out in 2013. Loved the game. Worked good for a while. Then I got to a section where I did this whole thing, and then the file corrupted. And I don't know why. But now, because of the way the game's built, there is no revert your save to this section. No. My work is already done in that section, and I recorded it, but it corrupted. So I'm balancing what I should do here. Should I just inform people of what happened and not say much else? Just say, hey, this is what happened last time, so on and so forth. Or should I just not? Because what's the point? I'm still debating on those things, even now, because I'm just like, I don't know. And I don't think many people really liked Outlast, because so many people already done it. I don't think people really liked it. So I didn't really put it out anymore, because I just feel like I didn't get many views on it, because people just probably didn't like it. And, you know, I want to do something you guys like. I'm not doing it just for myself. I do some videos, like games and such, for myself, because I really had an interest in the game, and I would do a recording of it just so you guys can see my interest, even if maybe it doesn't pique some of your interests. I will do that sometimes, like if I ever get Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance on my PC, I'll do videos on it, but I'm probably morely playing it just to, because it has a place in my heart here. It has a very good place. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance and Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 is a great hack and slash setup, and I loved it very much. Baldur's Gate 3 that came out is not so good, I'm sorry. Like, there's a lot more to it, a lot more content, but the one thing that I really can't do with is the turn-based system. They did not stay true to how Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance was meant to be. They did not stay true to it. They actually went from hack and slash to turn-based, and that's not good. Because hack and slash is really where it's at, like a Diablo-style fighter or something like that. Hack and slash was always the deal with that specific series. Top-down hack and slash goodness. It was what that series was about. And I really, really think, in my opinion, now you guys can like the game if you want, that's fine, I'm cool with that. But in my opinion, I believe that they really, really, really kind of messed up there. And honestly, I gotta be honest, you know, if a game is good for a good reason, right? If a game has two games, right, and both games are equally exceptional, and it only needs two games to be equally exceptional, that means that that formula that that game setup was doing was perfect. Perfect. Everything down to the last minute detail. And so, that being said, why they went and altered that recipe doesn't make much sense. Maybe they're trying to broaden the demographic. Maybe they're trying to, oh, I don't know, compare or work with more modern day gamers. But I believe that, honestly, if there's a good formula, I get maybe trying to work with today's gamers or whatever, or, you know, just trying to, like, conform with what games are now. But you shouldn't always have to do that. If something's good that way, and it's been good that way for years, I mean, came out on the original Xbox before the 360 was even a thought, right? Came out on the original Xbox before the 360 was even a freaking piece of hardware, even a wire in a box, alright? That stuff came out, alright? And I'll tell you something, that, if it was that good and stayed that good for all the way to now, because people love the piss out of it even now, why would you change anything? Like, that doesn't make sense. If that game is as good as it is, why change anything? So I never understood that, and I don't get it, because it's like, what's that saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just my opinion on that. I don't like it very much. They also did a different one called Dark Alliance 3, which I thought Baldur's Gate 3 and Dark Alliance 3 are the same game. No, they are not. Baldur's Gate 3 is the one thing, and then Dark Alliance is a hack and slash, but oh no. Just, oh no, dude, it's bad. I'm sorry, like, it is not good for what it is. The hack and slash is very, to say that I feel that my character's arms may have cerebral palsy is is a very thing. I like swear to God I have like freaking noodle arms hitting these guys because you do next to no damage. It's more flashy attack styles and not enough damage, and the hitting isn't really solid. You don't feel something from it. It doesn't sound good. It just, and the voice acting, I'm sorry, it's cringe. It's not good. As someone who wants to voice act, I've been looking at examples. You want a good example of a voice actor, you look towards someone like Master Chief. The guy who voices Master Chief, can't think of his name. You look towards someone who voices the Arbiter, again, can't think of his name. I'll put their names up, or pictures up or whatever, but think of them, because the guy who voiced the Arbiter also voiced, what was his name? Sergeant Folly from Modern Warfare 2. He's voiced a lot of things, actually, now that I think about it. If you want another good actor slash voice actor, definitely Giancarlo Esposito. He's very good at acting, very good at voice acting. He's very good in general. Giancarlo Esposito played as the main bad guy, Anton Castillo from Far Cry 6, but he also played as Gus from Breaking Bad, Gus Spring, and I love every piece of acting he does and stuff. He was even in, I think it was Homelander, I think is what the guy's called. So, the thing is, his acting is just impeccable. His freaking voice acting is impeccable. Like, those are fine examples to lead up with, right? Those are pretty good examples. I mean, okay, maybe Giancarlo Esposito is an unfair example. I mean, it's kind of hard to perfect or even do better than him, in my opinion. He's top-tier voice actor, in my opinion. He's just top tier. He's like, literally, if a movie's got it in him, if a movie's got him in it, then I will more than likely watch that movie. Same thing with, like, Keanu Reeves. I will more than likely watch that movie. And now, Keanu, my boy, your voice acting in Cyberpunk is good, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about that. But his is a more fair line to follow. That's what you call good voice acting, especially if your voice acting isn't really a thing you're like used to. And maybe he is used to. I don't know. I don't know if Keanu Reeves has voiced in anything else game wise. His acting's great, right? In the John Wick series, amazing. But when it comes to the freaking character in Cyberpunk, I mean, he does good voice acting there and stuff. And I believe that that's really good on his end. I believe that's a fair line to follow. You could follow his voice acting example, and that's like his idea of what voice acting is and how he does it is the good basis of what a good voice actor does. And when it comes to Dark Alliance, or not Dark Alliance, yes, Dark Alliance, yeah, Dark Alliance 3, they throw all that out the window. All of it. It's just like, ugh. You know that sound you get, or that feeling you get when you listen to yourself through a mic on a computer? Yeah, that's what I get whenever I hear any of them talk. Someone tried doing a goblin, but it just sounds like a freaking Black Ops 2 lobby with squeakers in it, and it's just bad. They tried doing a goblin, it just sounds like this really squeaky kid on freaking helium having voice cracks every 5 seconds that is literally cutting his mic out. That's what it sounds like, and it's so bad. It's just like, y'all did not. And it's like, all of the weapons, this is one of those games where it's like freaking Ghost Recon Breakpoint, where the level system is, yeah, you leveled up like 5 seconds ago. This gun you had for 5 seconds is now entirely useless. Except the difference is at least Ghost Recon Breakpoint, even though it's a Ubisoft game, sorry. Even though it at least had the option, if you didn't like having to switch your weapon every 5 minutes, don't play leveled mode, play immersive mode. Thank you. But when it comes to this, it's like, yeah, if you get upgrades for your base weapons, you're just going to switch your weapons out every 5 seconds. At least in the original games of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, they had A, solid hit sounds, B, decent gore to identify whether you've killed someone or not, and C, you wouldn't always have to switch out your weapons. And mind you, the new weapon system in Dark Alliance 3 is literally chaos. It is literally UI Simulator, the game. It's so bad. This shit's looking like freaking Warzone menus is what I'm talking about, if it were worse. Like, oh my god. Like, actually bad, because it's like just trying to figure out what weapon does what. It's like making you actually calculate how to do best damage with the one kind of weapon. Like, the fact I have to pull out a fucking calculator to factor in the amount of DPS and the amount of freaking damage overall and the amount of area of effect depending on the magic piece I put on my blade. It's just why? It's like it takes the fun out of it. And then you play Dark Alliance, Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance 1 and 2. And it's like, it's real simple. The first game was like, here's a sword. And they will label it. It will be shoddy. Shoddy is like a pretty shit sword, yeah, respectfully. But that's because you find shoddy swords in the beginning of the game because, you know, shitty beginner stuff. And then later on you'll find superior and keen and all sorts of nice different weapons as you move up the chain. And it would even, if they had an enchantment, it would glow. It would say, it is a dagger of frost. It does 3 to 5 damage. And it was very simple. It literally told you everything you need to know. It's a dagger of frost. It's keen, meaning it has a buff to it. And it does 3 to 5 damage. And then there's another one. Here's a serrated dagger. It does 8 to 6 to 8 damage. Lower number always starts before higher number. It does 6 to 8 damage, plus it would also do bleeding damage because it was serrated. It just explained that, meaning you'll do damage over time as well. It'll do bleed damage, which is like 1 or 2 points of damage over time, has a chance to cause that. Another one, a poisoned short sword and stuff like that. It would just like tell you, do poison damage over time. It would indicate you hit somebody with poison by turning them entirely green. It was very straightforward and to the point. You don't have to calculate nothing. It just straight tells you what it is and what it does. And it was even simpler in freaking Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 when they did it where you could enchant weapons because you knew what you were enchanting. It's like, the idea was for the enchantment, I have to admit, you did have to kind of figure out what the element behind the gem was. But once you did, it was really helpful. For example, a ruby was a blood gem. A ruby would make things bleed if you hit them hard enough. It would make them bleed. It's essentially serrating your blade, pretty much. And it would also do a cool blood effect. Your whole weapon would be covered in a cloud of blood when your enemies came close. Another thing was, I believe it was either a pearl or... was it a pearl or was it like a frozen tear or something? I don't remember. I know one of them made an ice effect, which was interesting. and another one did freaking what's it? I believe the Topaz was an electric effect, and I believe there's another gem I can't think of right now, like Tiger Eye, I think it was, that did a fire effect. And I believe Jade did the freaking poison effect, and I know you could combine gems, actually. So what I could do is I could get one of the frozen effects mixed with a fire effect and get a blue flame on my sword, which would actually not only do fire damage over time, but also freeze people and slow them down, meaning if I hit them when they are frozen, they could break into a million pieces. So not only would it damage them over time due to the fire, but it would also keep them running really slow, meaning I'm doing maximum output damage of them trying to get to me, but they can't hit me because they're so slow, and they're also taking damage over time while being frozen and also burning somehow, because, you know, that's how that works. And you just beat them up and they're dead, and it's great, and it was very simple, straight to the point. Which, mind you, that sword is the equivalent of the cryogenic flamer from Fallout 4, and I am not kidding you. It is a contradictive flamer I found. It is a fucking flamethrower that freezes people, somehow. It's the best way to get a cryolator without using a cryolator. Honestly, it's actually a cryolator without the cryolator. And it's beautiful, actually. It's weird how it works, but it's beautiful how it works, and I love it. Moving on, though. But that's kind of what I feel about those games and the newer stuff with that, and that's always why I never really played it. And stuff like that. I probably won't do Starfield because I've looked into it and people have been having pretty negative reviews on it. And I know there's one of those things where like, oh, don't knock it till you try it, but I've watched videos and it just really doesn't seem like my cup of tea, really. Not my thing, personally. I'm not really digging that. I'm not. It's basically, and you know it's a Bethesda game, by the way, when you hear the guns do, because I watch weapon reloads and stuff, reload animations. I do that for fun. How do I put this? Sorry, Todd. But Todd Howard, my boy, you reuse a lot of sounds, don't you? I'm telling you right now, all of those weapons, every single one, without skipping a beat. First off, you know it's a Bethesda game when there are reused sound effects from like Fallout 4 and 76 and so on. All the weapons have a reused sound effect. Some of them have the reused laser rifle sound effect. Some of them have reused 10mm pistol sound effect. You also know it's a freaking Bethesda game when they still haven't figured out how to work pistols correctly, where you have to, like, for some reason reload the clip off screen. Why? I don't know. It's like they have a hard time working with, like, magazines in a pistol. Like, he'll drop it below the screen and then freaking tap it up and it's got a mag in it. And now it's like, why? Why can't you just show it on screen? It's like, you guys can't be that limited in animations, right? I mean, you've designed new animations for, like, the pump shotgun in 76 and then the M79, I believe it is, grenade launcher pistol that can also get a stock. You've designed animations. I know you do that. Why is it so hard to make a magazine pop out of a pistol and show the character putting another one in? Why is that hard for you guys? It just doesn't make sense. It's like every Fallout I've played, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, granted in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, you could see the clip going in, but you never see yourself ejected. You see it going in, though, but only for a very split second if you pause the game. You could see it. You could see it if you pause the game, but your guy just literally shoves it in and that's it. It's like, when did I drop the mag? Where did you pull it from? Did you even put one in there? I didn't see it. It's like, ugh. It's like, I think Bethesda just struggles with handguns. Like, I'm sorry. And now, I also don't get why they do freaking revolver stuff. Like freaking revolver things. Like, they do, like, they eject all the bullets at one time with a moon clip. Or a moon stripper clip, I should say. Not stripper clip, what the fuck is it? Speed loader. Moon speed loader. I'm sorry, Moon speed loader is basically where all the bullets are on one ring and you put the whole thing in at once instead of using a regular, traditional speed loader where you put the bullets in and push the button on the back. It is a faster way of reloading, and maybe, just maybe, granted, maybe that's just a faster way of doing it for them and easier for them, sure, and it would probably be better in the Wastelands anyways. I don't know why it was like that only in Fallout 4 and 76. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas all had the revolvers. Some of them were reloaded one bullet at a time, like the Cattleman revolver, or the 357 mag, I should say. And then the other ones that did have, like 4-4 mag, did use a speed loader, so I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know, so honestly probably not gonna do those games like that. I don't know if I want to do Star Wars, Lego Star Wars. I haven't decided on that one. I don't know if I want to do the Borderlands series either. I really tried one time, and then everything just went kaput and started crashing and lagging, and it was a pain in the keister. Some of you guys did actually want to see me play Half-Life and stuff, so look forward to that in the future, perhaps. And, of course, you know, me and Dash are going to do Far Cry 5 soon sometime. I did beat the forest. We saw that video. I beat the forest. At least, yeah, I got that video out. Pretty sure I got that video out. I beat the forest. Yeah, no, I did get that video out. I beat the forest. I beat the forest. So, you know. Forest 2 coming in at some point as well. Terraria might come in. 7 Days to Die. We really haven't decided on that one because 7 Days to Die is kind of those things where like it just doesn't end. Like it's Infinity Nights, so it's like, you know, it's like it's one thing to play a game front to back when it has an end goal. This doesn't have an end goal. It just literally is you play till you just don't want to anymore. And game I got Icarus. Icarus is something that I like. Survival playthrough, I might do that. And Cyberpunk, I might play Cyberpunk, but not like a series official. Because that's going to be, it's 10 hours of gameplay, just basic stuff, and I got Phantom Liberty too, so it's a lot of hours of gameplay. And I love Cyberpunk, but I might not do that on the channel, to be completely fair. I may not do that on the channel at all. I very well might not. So definitely, probably not going to do that, unless it's like background, like Midnight Ramblings, and that's just what's playing in the background game-wise. We also, actually, speaking of which, my VR headset here, can't see the box. VR headset's back there, it's charged, you can see the green light, it's my Oculus Quest 2. That's charged and good to go, and I'm probably going to play some Township Tale later. But with my nephew Jordy, we might actually get on some Township Tale, and I can stream it on the PC. Now, my thing is, I have to work out how that works. I know I go on a website and it streams what I'm doing. However, I don't know if it captures the audio from my headset, and if it doesn't, then it would have to capture it from here. But the thing is, if it captures it from my mic, I noticed that there is a delay between what happens on screen and what happens in real life. And the problem with that is that that delay could be really confusing to a lot of people, and I understand it can be confusing to a lot of people. And I had no real way of fixing that delay, so because it's just how it comes packaged, so you know that bit sucks. What else? Minecraft's coming back. Yeah, I do intend to do Minecraft on my own series. Me and Dash are trying to work on getting that back out there too. It's been a pain. Something's happened with Discord for some reason. Anytime he touches Minecraft, no other game, mind you. We checked to see if it was Discord being Discord. No. It's specifically for some reason Minecraft. Anytime he touches it and we play it, his voice cuts out so bad it's not even funny. It's almost disgusting. I can't understand a word he's saying. It's not even his fault. It literally is just for some reason shit wants to be weird. And I don't know why, and it just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't think I'll ever get it. It just don't make sense. I might, with my nephew, be doing Dead Island. And I might be doing Dead Island 2 by myself, maybe with him. I don't know. And what else? Mass Effect, I have probably decided it against. Not because I don't like the game. I've played the game front to back, 1, 2, and 3, working on Andromeda now. I love Mass Effect. I love it. I don't care if freaking Commander Shepard has the personality of a 2x4 and the dance styles of said 2x4 as well. Alright? I mean, I love that game. It's just like, dude, I actually had a math teacher who was really cool, and he played a bit of Mass Effect, and I went up to him, and he's telling us, okay, we got a math test later, guys, so get ready for it, get your books ready and all that. And I go up to him, I'm like, what can you tell me about the math test? He's like, listen, Shepard, I don't got time for this right now, alright? He's like, just grab your books. I'm like, what can you tell me about the books? He's like, they're math books, Shepard. Math books. I know that's hard for you. Please grab your math book, man. I'm like, thank you. And went and sat down. He's just the coolest guy. We were dicking around. He was great. He was great. He also played a lot of World of Warcraft. I liked him a lot. He was one of the genuine teachers. I had had very few genuine teachers in my entire life, and to see him actually see me struggling and proceed to sit down with me and then prioritize me to make sure, because he knows I run a little slower in the head, he would explain it in a way that wasn't making me feel stupid, but was also very simplified so I would get it better. And that kind of person is he's very intelligent for being able to do something like that. And it's great. And I liked him a lot for that, because he was great for that. He was always helpful, always willing to help me out and help me benefit. And those are one of the teachers you just don't find anymore, unfortunately. You just don't. Those teachers almost don't exist anymore. They always think that they have to be high and mighty and not teach those who are too slow. If you ain't smart, you ain't worth it. I literally had a teacher tell my parents she hated the fact that she had to explain herself. Right, had to explain herself. This teacher, mind you, was already a nutcase to begin with. I mean, she thinks all men should die and all this and that, and not really wanting to get into it, but she was just a horrible, horrible, horrible person. She was just absolutely desperate and horrible, and I just felt bad. I learned she had a husband, and all I did was, mind you, I'm not religious. I'm not a religious man. I prayed for that man. Alright? I've never once stepped toe in a church. Alright? I've never put one toe through a door of a church. I tell you what, I prayed for that man. I prayed for him. I really, really did. With all my heart. Because holy shit, that is a lot to put up with. But anyways, she said to my mom and my dad, I don't want to have to keep repeating myself to him. I hate it. And then I'm sitting there in my head, can't say anything out loud because it makes me look bad, but I'm sitting there in my head, and I want to tell you guys this. I'm like, then what the fuck is your job? What is your job then? What are you paid for? I know you were paid the literal amount of dirt. You were literally paid what dirt is worth, like $7. Actually, like $7 or $8 is actually what a bag of dirt is worth, if you didn't know. At least somewhere it is. I saw a freaking image of it. But anyways, she's paid literally dirt, and I get you're not happy with your job. But hey, guess what? You have to get a fucking degree to teach someone. Let me tell you something else. If you didn't like the job and you knew the pay was bad, your fault you took it. Alright? Don't go saying you don't want to repeat yourself. Do your job. Alright? Do your job. Like, oh my god. Teachers like that piss me off so bad. It's like, why won't you do your job? Just do your job. Is like, you're tired of repeating? Well, too bad. That's your job. What are you paid for? It's like, geez, man. Ooh. But yeah. I love how this whole video went from me talking about my update of my life to games to me just fucking ranting. That tends to be how this goes. Unfortunately. But honestly, real talk, sometimes it is just good to vent to a camera. Even if I know some people might not get my struggles sometimes, which is okay. I do like to vent every now and again to get it off my system. So, wow, this has been going on for 30 minutes. Good for 33 minutes, good god! Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap this up. I am sorry about that. But the final touches I do want to add. So, like I said, a little wrap-up. So basically, some games I will play, some games I won't. I've explained the games that are coming up. Of course, Far Cry 5 with Dash 101, trying to work on the Minecraft series with him. Possibly, I am bringing Fallout 4 back. It's not possible. I will bring Fallout 4 back. That is coming back. We're doing Minecraft on my channel again. It will come back. I will be doing Halo again. Of course, that will come back. Debating on Icarus might come back. Definitely working towards another Midnight Ramblings, possibly in VR over there. Other notes, I am now, like I said, 21, so that's great. Gonna have fun, gonna enjoy life, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, that's about it. Oh, and we will do more Phasmophobia too. But yeah, that's about it. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me vent. I know, I don't know why, it's just sometimes, you know, people say, oh, just let it go, man. That's my way of letting it go. It still sticks with me because sometimes people do something so stupid that it just sticks with me because, like, how can you do those things, you know? But anyways, thank you for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Happy 21st for me. And as always, I will see you in the next one, guys. Peace.